Are you guys okay?
Yeah, why?
It's just a very long weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody good?
Yeah.
All parts are in order? Everybody's here?
Yes.
I didn't have the excitement you had. I mean, I was just at home mourning Steve Irwin. I didn't have...
It doesn't matter, Jack. It was still a long weekend. Even if you are stuck at home with your wife as bedridden, it's still really long.
Yeah. It's a long time to be stuck with the wife.
It's just a long weekend for a lot of people, no matter if you went out or stayed home.
Okay.
It just gets long.
I thought about you a lot.
When you were RVing?
Yeah, as I was sitting in my air conditioning with like all my modern amenities, I thought, I wonder how Jamie's doing in that RV.
Dude, I had modern amenities. I nachoed, extreme nachoing at 70 miles per hour.
How did that go?
Oh my God, it's the best way to travel ever.
Really?
It is, especially if you have kids. Because you can kind of technically leave their little arm, like shoulder things on and change their diaper while you're driving.
Oh, yeah, because you can
Because you're
stand
standing up,
and
you
all
walk
that.
around, you can feed him a bottle.
That's pretty cool.
I never took him out of his car seat to change his diaper on the bed.
We don't
Of
have
course
to.
you didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah, so if you didn't have to, why would you?
You pee while driving?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. I mean, you pee while someone else is driving.
Yeah, but they
Right.
they totally changed drivers while they were going 70 miles per hour.
Great.
Let go, get out of the seat, next guy just...
No, they put it on cruise control,
And then hop over.
and then they just hop over each other.
That could be dangerous.
I don't know. It never really felt dangerous. I was a little upset, but it never seemed dangerous because somebody's hand was always on the wheel.
Yeah.
I guess if somebody just fell into somebody and then nobody's driving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're swerving. That'd be fun.
It really depends on traffic because I don't have a problem with it if it's open roads.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, once while we were by a semi, I thought, can you guys just wait till
Wait.
the semi is like not by us? Because there seems to be a vacuum that like sucks us closer to those things.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. And the big motorhome goes, woo.
Yeah. And you're like, whoa. Anyway, what's your name again? What's his name?
Which one, me or him?
Him.
Mr. Poodle.
Mr. Poodle. How was your weekend?
Exhausting.
Oh, see, Mr.
See,
Poodle.
why
He's
do
talking into the wrong mic. That's how exhausted he is.
Why do
It's only
weekends
been
do
a
that?
couple weeks.
You're supposed to like rest. The 3-day weekend, you should come back really restful. Everybody always comes back just fried.
I know.
We're
It's like,
getting old.
oh.
Gotta bring it down. Sorry.
Wow, thanks for that. No, it was already. I had, the guy in the elevator the other day that I said, "Woo, it's the weekend." And he's like, "Good, not for me. I have to
Gotta
work all
work.
week." Yeah. So today I saw him in the elevator. I'm like, "How you doing?" He's like, "Good, all things considered."
Oh, I like that
Oh.
guy.
I thought, "Do I ask?"
No.
I didn't ask. He just got off the elevator. I'm like, "Okay, have a nice day." I don't know what all things considered
Yeah.
mean, but so I've already been
Leave
brought
that
down by
alone.
that guy. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah,
you
leave that one
can't
alone.
really bring me down. I think that Jack is right, though. All of us mourning the croc
Yeah.
guy.
That
his-
sucks.
Yeah.
I like the crocodile hunter.
It's my jungle stuff. I don't really have any crocodile sounds
Right.
because I don't know what they sound like.
I don't know if they make any noise, really. They just come up and pull you off the shore and drag you underwater and kill
Yeah,
you, right?
exactly. Now here's my question about the stingrays because I don't know because I've been trying to figure it out. Does it shoot out their ass?
No, it
No,
stabs you.
it's on a tail and it just like,
It's like a whip.
Because it
Yeah,
said that
knife
he
on
pulled it out.
yeah, it must be, the whole tail must have still been stuck in his chest.
So he had a whole stingray stuck to him because they
Yeah.
said he pulled out the barb, and I'm thinking, well, a barb would be separate from.
It's like an 8-inch bone. It's like a dagger on the end of their tail.
I saw it on one of those things because yesterday on the news it was a good day if you worked at an aquarium. That's all they had to do was go
Yeah.
to every aquarium and interview every guy.
Or did you see Channel 7? Tonight on 11, we'll talk about stingrays on our local beaches.
Right. Yeah.
What's so weird-
Some you see, most you don't.
Have you ever
Right.
see someone get popped by one of those? I have before. And
No.
if it's not in the heart, it's not a big deal. I mean, sure, it hurts, and then you got to go into the hospital.
I've never seen anybody
I
hit
saw
by
a guy
one.
at the beach get smacked right in the calf.
Ah!
And by the time he got out of the water, it was already like like
'Cause
a
they have
tennis
venom.
ball. Yeah, it was nasty, but fine. I mean, it was a freak accident. Only 17 reported cases worldwide of people dying from it.
See,
Man.
it was
Yeah.
the only news story
Yeah.
yesterday.
Wow, you are factual and accurate.
I read a lot about this.
Dude, that was like crazy news.
Well, because if you're like, if the crocodile hunter gets killed by a shark or a crocodile, okay, but a stingray?
I know that's what they're all saying, but it must have been his time.
Yeah.
Right in the heart.
Oh man.
Should we play Shot in the Heart?
Yeah,
Oh
in honor
man,
of
that's
Steve.
not
I don't think
nice.
so.
No,
No,
I
it was
the
like in
crocodile
honor
hunter.
of. It wasn't like mean. It was like shot in the
mock you.
heart, and you're to blame. You gave a stingray bad name.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm just trying to think of the hits.
Well, think of another one.
Okay. All right, all your phone calls about your weekend and your love for Steve Irwin will reflect because it's very sad.
We had him on
Oh,
the
you
show.
know what? I thought
I
of
know.
too. We should call Fat Pat. He's in Australia because it's a huge story there.
You know where they're staying?
No.
You know what? They're giving him a state's funeral, too. They said if his family wants one.
Did you see the Prime Minister all weeping?
Yeah, that guy was the biggest star out of Australia in a long
I
time.
always try to figure out how you fog up your glasses. Do your eye holes, like those little things?
Is it from your tears?
I don't know.
And then do your cheeks have to be extra hot?
I don't
Humidity.
know. I'm always confused about steamed up glasses.
I don't know.
That's some of the things we'll tackle this morning as well. It's the day after Labor Day. Oh my God! Not only will we reflect on our friend Steve Irwin, the highs and the lows of his life, but Katie Couric starts today, so we'll be playing her illegally over the airwaves.
Yeah.
Sure, it's like, yeah.
I'm sure those will be highlights.
Yeah, well, I'm sure, yeah, because we're not
What's
really
what's she
allowed to-
gonna do anyway?
Yeah.
She's gonna be Katie Couric.
And Rosie O'Donnell starts today
Now
on
that
The View.
I'd like to see.
That should be weird. I don't even like their song and dance already, though.
Yeah, that was a stupid promo.
And then K-Fed is on Ellen.
Oh, my
Wow,
God.
it's a busy
It
day.
is a very busy day in television
The
history.
fall season has started.
Wow.
When you have the lineup of Katie Couric, Rosie O'Donnell, and K-Fed,
What more do you need?
my God. Orgasmic, I tell you. All right, and on our show, woo, Little Richard. And now that guy's nuts, and I'm going to ask him why he's nuts. And that's not good because I've been asked not to ask him why he's nuts, but I'm going to ask him.
He
Yeah,
has to
you
be
should
nuts.
ask him. And he probably won't know why. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's so nuts, he doesn't even know he's nuts.
Okay, I met him one time at a concert. We had him out as like a special guest to introduce someone. It's a mother radio station a million years ago.
Jesus.
And he had, well, it's like, why
Nice setup.
why would I be Little Richard? But anyway,
You know what? I kind of
he had like people on each arm walking him as if he were blind when I saw him. So it was
it might be
really
me
weird.
then,
But he's not
maybe.
blind.
Yeah,
No,
but maybe.
but that means he probably can't stand up so well.
yeah,
but he
it's
had
more of a stand-up crew.
It was weird. And this was 15 years ago.
All right, so we'll see how that goes this morning. We'll definitely talk about that, and then we're gonna get an update from Creepy Ken, the guy who wanted to find a fetish place over the weekend.
No.
No?
Creepy Ken likes strippers and thinks they're his friends. Gig's friend.
Oh, his
wanted to
name
get
was what?
kicked
His name?
Something else.
We'll just call him Larry.
Yeah, I can't remember what.
Larry,
his
the
real
guy
name
that wanted.
Oh, yeah, the one to get kicked in the
Yeah, so he was gonna
Right.
go this weekend and do it.
is. Right.
And so we'll follow up with him and see how,
Oh, nice.
how the kicking went. In the meantime, it is time for our first calls of the day.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. First call of the day.
Head on. Apply directly to the
I
forehead.
might be over it.
I'll make a new one.
Okay. Because it's not summer anymore, Jack.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
over
have to make
today.
a depressing fall winter one.
Thank you.
Cracker! Oh, you crazy cracker!
All right, but that part's always cute. You know, little kids saying cute things, always cute.
I'm over those little kids.
No, I have the cute little story about a little kid. That wasn't mine, so I'll share later. Arlene, you're the first call of the day.
Yay!
Yay!
You guys rule!
We rule.
What can we do for you?
Well, I'm going to tell you about my horrible weekend.
Oh, a horrible weekend story.
I went to El Paso, Texas to drop off my son with his grandma,
Yeah.
and I got stopped by immigration 4 times. I mean, I had my ID with me, but my son didn't have his birth certificate. Why would I take my son's birth certificate to Texas, right, if we're in the States? So they pulled me over to the side, had me call my husband over here, get his social security number, and check him out. They were verifying his birth date, where he was born, everything. I mean, my maiden name, my mom's name, his name. It was just so horrible.
Well, that's sad, but everything's okay.
Everything's okay, but apart from that, and being stopped 4 times and asked the same questions, I mean, it was
That would suck.
ridiculous.
You're in your own country.
Yeah, no kidding. It shouldn't be
Exactly.
like
Yeah,
that.
that
there's
sucks.
something's wrong, but I don't want to get all ugly about it,
Yeah,
but something's wrong.
That's weird because
Yeah.
I see those videos, all those people just running over here and they're stopping her 4 times.
I know. And not only that, but, you know, we saw some of the immigration protests over the weekend, and the snowboarder goes, God, what a waste of a good weekend. He's like, why would those people want to walk all day? Like, enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Have a good time. But, you know, I found out the key, and this is a horrible and tragic one, but Arlene, I found out the key of the way to let police officers leave you alone.
Do tell.
Okay, so my girlfriend Holly and I, we were driving, and but we were only driving 2 houses away, but we probably shouldn't have been. She was driving. And we probably shouldn't have been because you just shouldn't sometimes in life.
Yeah, I know. There's those times.
Right. So, and it was only 3 houses away. You
Which
know?
means you guys are just lazy.
You're right. Well, I
was
know.
hot.
Well, because everybody took the kids in the Rhino. It was a long story. So we went in the car and blah, blah, blah. So we went over there and we got pulled over because they just wait for people to make it from there. It's hard to explain the keys in Parker, but to make it from the gate to over to the mainland, it's like they wait.
Yeah.
They lie in waiting. So they pulled us over and then they said, what does that license plate say? And it says something like MISUKC. And so it looks like Miss University of Kansas City. And they're like, who's she? And she's like big breasted, blonde hair. She's gorgeous. And this is when they let you off. Miss you, Kendall Cottrell. It was her 9-year-old son that died of leukemia. They walk away. They just let you go. It's like they understand.
Right.
Wow.
Because they pulled us both out and they're like, they asked her, have you been, and she's like, I've had a couple of beers. And he's like, what about you? I go, I'm in the passenger seat. I don't
doesn't
count.
matter. Yeah.
I'm fine. Leave me
I'm
alone.
wasted. Let me take a nap.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to be drunk.
And he's like, so what does this mean, you girls? Miss University of Kansas City? So blah, blah, blah. And she goes, well, no, actually, it says Miss you, Kendall Cottrell, and that's my son who died a couple years ago of leukemia. He said, have a nice day, girls. And he got back in his car and left us alone.
Wow.
So, Arlene, if you just want to put something like that on the back of your car, I don't know really your angle.
You gotta really look at the letters and numbers you have, though, to make it believable.
Yeah.
I know, but maybe a bumper sticker, some kind of bumper sticker like that says something. I'm thinking go with tragedy of some kind.
Wow.
Yeah, like my friend was killed in a tornado. Please don't pull me over. I don't know. It's just
That
a
might not
thought.
work.
I know you guys are staring at me
No,
like
I
I've lost
gotcha.
my mind.
You gotta have the
but
kid.
these cops do have some kind of sensitivity.
Oh, I believe you. It's just kind of specific. You gotta make up a good
Tornadoes,
situation that's
no.
believable. Tornado.
Arlene, they're looking at me like I'm nuts for giving you this advice.
Well, it's just,
It's fine. Anything that helps.
you can't
All
make
right.
it up. That's one of those ones you don't make
This
up.
is a bad idea.
Right.
Let me mark that one off because that was gonna be ways you can get.
It's,
all right,
if
mark
you
it
have a
off.
tragedy to exploit, go ahead, but you can't make up a fake one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, bad karma.
My kid was killed in a volcano.
Like, I'm going through the list of people who have passed in my life, and the only one I can think of is I'd have to have Miss You Crazy Jim, and I don't think that would tip me off.
Oh, man.
All right, hold on.
Oh.
That's mean and hurtful. Miss you, crocodile hunter.
Oh, CH.
Yeah, duh. Oh my God, everybody has one. Huh. Okay. And thank you for the support, Mr. Poodle, because you're the only one in the room that didn't act like I was nuts. Arlene, hold on the line. We'll get you something pretty. All right. You know what?
That sounds hot.
I got some Havasu hooch in my lungs.
Oh.
You could just decide what it is.
Were you doing some Havasu cigar smoking this weekend?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's never
You
good.
name it, I did it.
Not
Well,
good.
except for like drugs, I don't do that. But yeah, there was like mixtures of margaritas with some kind of weird juice in it.
Yum.
I don't know.
Oh, the kind you make when you're drunk and you're running out of
Yeah.
mix. Kool-Aid
this in.
margaritas.
Yeah, I think it was it was Jack's recipe. It was a Capri Sun.
Oh.
Yeah, that does work.
Yeah, it does work. It's hard to get it out of that little hole until somebody came up with scissors and goes, just cut
Yeah,
it.
very smart.
Whoops.
Just don't deal with Alex.
You're
Remember,
right.
he
did
was horrible
He was
at it.
awful with Capri Suns. All right, but Monica had a surprise, and she couldn't even tell us because we're big mouths. So Monica, come here.
Monica!
Monica! Oh, hi, pretty.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Hola!
Why are you all dressed up with your stupid shoes?
Are you cheating on your husband again?
Yes.
Remember last time
I
she was
know.
dressed up, what
I
happened?
know.
She looks all pretty, and she has on sparkly shoes.
I do have like almost
Is
like Robert
Telemundo-
Lyle shoes.
Is Telemundo hiring? All right, so we didn't even get to ask you because it was a surprise, but it was your husband's
We
birthday.
couldn't talk about it, but it was his birthday over the weekend, so we went to Vegas.
Yay!
It was so much fun.
Circus is awesome.
It rules.
They've almost got that vomit smell out.
Oh, Jack! God, it doesn't smell that bad when you're drinking.
It's like the oldest casino on earth.
It
now.
is, yeah, I know. And there's still stories about dead bodies under beds and all that
Yeah.
crap. So he was surprised?
Yeah, he was told. I said nothing. Morning. It was Sunday morning because Saturday we had a wedding. So Sunday we get up and I'm like, let's go. Bags were packed. We're on our way.
Yeah.
And the whole way we're going on the 10 towards the 15. And he's like, where are we going? Where are we going? I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. And I said, you'll know in about 20 minutes. So we hit the 15 and he's like, Vegas.
Yay!
Vegas.
Remember
As
that
soon as
one
we hit the
lady? She was
15.
surprised by her husband because I said, that's my fantasy is like to have your bags. First of all, they'll pack them wrong. So
Right.
it's not a real fantasy.
Never do that as a guy.
And then she ended up like being taken to a ranch or something. Remember to learn how to
Yeah.
run
Yeah, like a
horses or
dude
mules.
ranch or
Yeah. Not that exciting. But Vegas, you can never go wrong.
Yeah,
with
you
Vegas.
can go. Yeah, we can go wrong. We laid
Awesome.
out by the pool, and then we went and walked the strip and got hammered.
Yay!
Yay!
Where'd you guys stay?
Oh,
Very nice at the Mirage.
Yard-long margaritas from La Salsa?
That is
that one that
Vegas.
hangs from your neck and you
Oh,
walk around with it.
yeah.
And I'm like, it's his 30th birthday. Somebody get him one of those yard-long things.
And he hung it from his neck. It went like a necklace.
Those
Yeah.
screams steal my wallet. I'm a tourist.
Yeah. They're great.
No, when you're 30, you can wear the necklace of drink.
Yeah, I think so. I'm like, man, once in a lifetime. Come on.
Yeah, there's only certain times you can wear the candy necklace,
Right.
and then the drink necklace is a 30, definitely 30. That's awesome. And so you guys had fun, no incident.
It was awesome. And then we got back yesterday, and we actually, another part he didn't know, family was over, took over my house, and we had a mariachi band waiting when we got home.
Wow.
I've had nightmares like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking, like, did something happen? Was there a mariachi band in my house?
Right.
Quick,
So-
get the gun. There's a mariachi man inside.
I was so hungover, my head was throbbing, and I get home, I just want to lay down, and there's a
Mariachi
mariachi
band.
band.
That's what I was gonna say, but I didn't want to ruin the thing. You know, you go to Vegas and you go hardcore because it's your 30th birthday. Do you really want to come home to a mariachi band
And
and
your
a
mom.
family?
He had the best time. He had, like, he cried. He whipped when he came home and saw everybody there. And he's like, I can't believe you did this. I'm like,
No, what he's crying is like, I can't believe I got to clean this up.
I can't believe I had to pay for the rental. Did we need the extra trombone guy or whatever's in a mariachi band? I don't think it's trombone.
trumpet.
Yeah.
Right, all right. So start with a T. I was close.
Flamenco guitar would have been good.
It was a lot of fun. The cops came to my house.
Oh, an
wow.
incident. See, I know
Yeah.
everybody has
There's the
incidents.
incident right there.
Yeah.
Cops came to my house about 8:30 last night. And he
How
was
many
like,
cousins did they take away with them?
No, nobody.
How many
nobody.
people had teardrops engraved into their
First time
face?
ever I had cops come to my house, and I had to come out front and be like, I'm the homeowner.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
the homeowner,
Did you carry
sir.
your dog?
Sorry.
Did you carry your
No, you bring a dog out. It's
Oh,
like my
do you?
friend's license plate.
Right, but if it's small and cute,
Like
they have
for
a full-size dog. I mean, it'd be a big. She'd be like laboring to carry the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You have a baby, a puppy, or a
Oh,
a
baby
dead
is
license
great.
plate. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, then you tell them your dog's named Ganja, and they're like, oh, okay. They can search your
No, you
house.
change the name to Fluffy. All right, all your phone calls, your tragedies over the weekend. I know there's incidents more than Monica, the horrible
Oh, God.
homeowner with the cop showing up.
Yeah.
What, you had to turn down the guys? Oh,
Yeah, the mariachi
yeah.
band. Our neighbor called. But
Where
you know
do you
what? I
twist a
don't blame
mariachi
him.
guy
I
to
came
turn
out and
down
I'm
his
like,
volume?
Yeah, how do you get the
They had
band
a
to
sound
turn
system.
down?
They had a system,
Oh.
like a whole big,
Oh,
like
they were like
microphones and
karaoke
everything.
mariachi.
Yeah.
Mystery bruises.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just amazed. This is the first time you've gone away on a long weekend and didn't come back with like a concussion or a major injury.
I know, but I have mystery. Like, look, like,
You
where
do-
would those be
You're
from?
smacked up a little
running
bit.
into stuff, you don't realize it.
Look, like where my elbows are like mystery bruise.
Yeah, that'll help.
That's a good one.
I
on your
know.
elbow.
Where do you think that came from?
Did you fall down or?
I don't know.
That one you think would hurt because when you get hit on the elbow, you know it's usually that one.
Do you have mystery? Everybody has mystery.
You get
bruises.
those holding the baby though too. If you're like walking around and you bump into things.
Oh
with
yeah,
your
we'll go
elbows.
with that one. It was
Yeah.
baby injuries.
Yeah, blocking that baby from deadly walls.
Right, exactly. Hey, not only Monica and her the cops were called incident and whatever else has happened, that Steve Irwin incident.
That was terrible.
Stench has a really bad incident that happened
This morning.
this morning.
Okay,
it still counts as part of the Labor Day incident storyline.
Okay, by the way, now this has happened more than 2 hours ago, and I feel like
You make
I
me feel
still
dirty.
feel like just I'm grossed out.
Yeah, well, it makes me.
And I was
I don't want
almost
to be
late.
your
I
friend.
was almost late for work this morning. Okay, I get up and I'm getting dressed, and remember I'm home alone. The wife's still gone.
Yay!
And now my son's back at his mom, so it's just me. And I get up. And I'm in the living room. I'm getting ready to go. And our dining room window with big windows that are open. And I realize someone has cut a hole right in the dining room window. And then the sensor for the burglar alarm on that window has been pulled up and is hanging out. So I immediately go, oh my God, someone's tried to break into my house. And it had to be last night because I was in there all day yesterday, and I mean, this is a hole.
So you go get a gun.
Yeah, 2 inch by 2 inch. So I immediately run, turn on every light, get my gun, and do the sweep of the house like true 5-0 style. Yeah, I'm like, go room, like, what the hell? Well, then when I realize there's nothing in the house, I start to think, wait a minute. There's a hole in the screen, and the window was open, but the screen wasn't off, so no one was in the house. Maybe they got scared away.
Wait, can I ask you a couple of questions? Did you stand against the wall and, like, ever go around like, freeze?
No, I didn't do it just like a movie, but I went room to room and checked all the closets and was like...
Because that's just kind of fun.
And, you know, we'll do the whole look around like I'm ready to blast something.
Right.
So then when I realized that they couldn't be in the house, and I'm, like, delirious for having done this, that I start looking around outside. Maybe they were just trying to break in, and then they got scared by the dog or whatever outside, and they didn't get in.
And that's a creepy feeling when you think somebody broke into your house.
Yeah, you get this panic in your body, like, oh, I've been violated. So
right.
It's a terrible feeling. So now at this point, I'm out on our deck, and I'm looking around, nothing, no signs of anything strange. So I go back to the hole to investigate, and I come to realize rats. I got rats that crawled up onto our patio furniture, onto the windowsill, and then chewed like a huge hole. These are huge rats. They chewed like a 2.5 inch circle through the screen in our living room, and then came into the dining room. And so after further investigation,
ate where you ate, and they slept where you slept, and you're in bed.
I found the chewed up screen all in the windowsill, all the little tiny pieces, and rat crap all over the windowsill.
Because that's how you determined it was rats.
Yeah, and rat crap was on the inside of the windowsill.
You can't tell your wife when she comes home. Can I tell you? It'll change your life forever. Remember that swimming pool we went and we went and peed in?
Oh.
Yeah, it was like ex-boyfriends or whatever. Well, one day I found a dead rat in his swimming pool. I never swam in it again.
Wow.
So you cannot tell your wife that you had rat. You can't.
But you want to hear the worst part? Okay,
that is the worst part.
I'm already late for work at this point. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna totally be late, but I was just making sure the house was safe. And then I go from 6'5" man with a gun that's like looking for someone to shoot to going, oh my God, rats, like a girl, and I'm running around my house. And then I know there's a rat in there somewhere, and I'm looking under things like poking it with a broom.
Isn't it funny how you can become a sissy over like 2 seconds? Yeah.
I'll shoot a person.
He was badass son of a bitch. And I even told him, I go, here's the sad part. I'd rather know that somebody broke into my house than have rats in my house.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because at least you can go, hey, shoot them. But the rats hide.
I'm just glad that rat didn't come out, because I swear the frame of mind I was in this morning, I would have started shooting at it with my 9mm. Pow, pow, pow.
Shot holes through the floor. No.
Oh, now I feel... And I had pushed the alarm. I guess what happened when he grabbed onto the windowsill, he grabbed onto the little magnetic thing for the alarm and pulled it, and then the wires would stopped it. So he pulled it up from the windowsill.
So he went on a little swing?
So I went and tucked that back in, and then I feel dirty because I touched where it was. Oh.
He can't tell his wife.
No.
I think this is key, because if you know something like that, because like I had the dead rat in the pool, like I never want to do that again.
Here's the thing. He has to tell her unless he finds that rat and seals up that hole real good, because if she walks in there in the morning and sees a rat, it will be the end
having the knowledge that it might be in there is far worse than actually seeing it, because you probably won't see it.
Do you know what I would
Hopefully,
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have the knowledge it might be lurking.
If I could get a tent guy out to my house today to tent that house, I would, and I'd just move to a hotel for the next few days.
I don't think they tent for that.
Whatever's in there. I bet a rat wouldn't survive it. Whatever's in that house, I want dead.
You put out those pellets that make rat jerky. Remember my dad told us they dehydrate the rats and then they die? It does something to their stomach, and then you have little rat jerky out everywhere, which would still be creepy. But then that way they don't stink.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta get something, because I'm grossed out, and I don't
want... And 409 is not going to take that away.
No, and rats in my house.
Oh, God, that sucks.
But, okay, now I looked where the windowsill was.
You sure it's not a raccoon? Because they're really aggressive right now.
But rats are aggressive, and it's rat crap inside the windowsill. I mean, I know that's what it was, because the crap and the little tiny a raccoon would have just took the screen down.
Yeah.
This dude chewed like it's almost like a tennis ball size hole. That's how fat this rat is.
It's like a movie.
Oh!
Yeah.
I got violated.
He has rats in his house.
God. I didn't see him no signs of him in the kitchen anywhere, though.
Oh.
Where do you think he's going, though?
Do you think he's going to leave you a sign everywhere he goes?
Yeah.
I was here. I was here.
Little turd signs.
Yeah, but he's not going to get like a little poster board and a magic marker and like write you little signs. I was here. I was here.
You know what's kind of cool, though? The housekeeper comes today. I hope she finds it.
So you think it's in there? Maybe it went back out.
You know what's funny? I left the window open, hoping if it was in, it would go out while I was gone.
Or maybe he was like the piper and he called more in.
Oh.
More little friends to dance around your house and have a little party.
And every now and then we put traps up because
the night before Christmas or whatever.
It's kind of the hills right where we live, and there's a lot of rats in that area, just rats everywhere. Yeah. Every now and then I'll put traps out and kill one, and they're huge.
No, they're monsters.
Oh, God.
Ugh. He has rats in his house like can be his friend. Because that's just nasty.
It's foul.
But I really think, and I don't know if you guys disagree with it, I think you can't tell the wife. Because you want her to, like, because she's going to be on your ass until
My
you find
wife
it.
would make us move. She hates rats.
Yeah.
We go to Petco. She can't go near the cages. She freaks out. She would not go back into our house if we had rats.
Yeah, you can't tell her. It's just my own advice, or else you're going to hear it the rest of your life. And what I say to him, if you tell her, you'll have to move too. That's what I said.
Although you could throw it on her. It is her house.
Oh, good one, Jack.
You better get your house fumigated.
Rats, Cops, and Sam Rubin. That's our lineup for this morning. Hey, Sam Rubin. How was your weekend?
Very nice. Well, like a shorter weekend than you guys, but still good nonetheless.
Oh, and what does one do when they're a super duper star like Sam Rubin?
Yesterday, spent a ton of time talking about the crocodile hunter.
Oh, yes. That is true. Very sad.
Very sad. And then here's the sort of morbid thing. Okay, the whole thing, of course, captured on tape. How quickly do we see that tape?
I'm wondering that too, because I kind of, in a creepy way, want to see it.
Oh, see, I would give anything not to see it. Why do you want to see it?
I want to see it because I'm creepy like that.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know. I just went to.
Props to Jack for the jungle footage, the sound effect.
Oh, well, you know what? You might want to back that up and give it to me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Really?
Sort of little machine.
Yeah, I'm all about the jungle, okay?
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
all
and
right.
the ambiance of the room.
Very good.
Anyway, what do we...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus, Sam, our timing always sucks.
Not at all. We're getting better all the time.
Because I said you go ahead and then you... Anyway, what?
After you.
I have nothing.
All right, this is kind of big. This is the endless dominoes in the Tom Cruise thing. By the way, T-minus 90 minutes to Rosie O'Donnell on The View.
Yeah, and also you that Katie Couric.
Right, and do you think, we've talked about whether people care or not, but I think people care tonight.
Yeah. I'm going to watch Katie, I'm going to watch Rosie, I'm going to watch it all. And K-Fed on Ellen.
Isn't that tomorrow, though?
Oh, is it tomorrow? I thought it was today. K-Fed.
Did you see Justin on Ellen yesterday?
No, I was frolicking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah, she survived getting hit by a drunk driver this weekend.
Jamie did?
No, Ellen.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You're supposed to know the gossip.
Jamie was the drunk driver.
The Ellen story is so old that I thought by that
it's already more... nice recovery.
Yeah. It happened on Friday.
Happened on Thursday.
Was it Thursday?
Wow. Yeah. And by the way, K-Fed on tomorrow. My bad.
Okay.
With you guys?
Oh, my God. You're drunk.
I am.
Stay out of Krisky's hooch.
Hey, let me get a little more ripple. Okay, here's a big one though. This is the dominoes of Tom Cruise. So Tom Cruise gets booted 2 weeks ago, and these are all big shot executives you don't really care about. But the guy who was supposedly the boss of the whole thing, who'd be the guy who would fire him, but was trumped by the bigger boss who actually fired him. That guy has now quit. His name is Tom Freston.
That was hard for me to follow.
Wow. Yeah, and I don't think I care.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's important.
Is it?
I guess if you're in the industry.
Yes. And Tom Freston was also the head of MTV, and those Video Music Awards on Thursday, weren't good, and the ratings really bad. So between...
I thought the guy that fired him was like 90.
The guy who fired him was 90. He's the big shot owner.
He doesn't fire people normally. That guy's just the boss.
That guy's just the boss.
Well, I don't get it.
All right, let me put it in terms...
I don't care.
All right. In lieu of having a meeting with the gal, or having a meeting with Craig, if somebody from San Antonio came in and had a meeting with you, that would be it.
Okay. Thank you.
That's
all right, fine.
All right.
So what else is going on, Sam?
Well,
I have a Tom Cruise question.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Why? You
because
did this.
There's a tabloid story that he has now personally showed up at Brooke Shields' house and apologized there.
Confirmed by Brooke Shields that an interview that she gave with Jay Leno, he knocked on the door, I called up, and she said, this is sort of really weird, I'm really sorry that I dragged you into this. I feel terrible that my beliefs, which, by the way, are correct, sullied you because of your beliefs, which are incorrect. So anyway, she basically accepted his apology because she says she's a very forgiving person. And then this is the part of the story that I like the best. The whole thing is over. Their big emotional meeting is done. And he's about to leave. And then her husband walks in and it's like, hey, anybody feel like an omelet? And,
that was sweet. I like that guy too.
Then he stayed for Chris Henchy.
Yeah,
her
I like
husband's
him
great.
a lot, and
Comedy
he
writer.
seems like the omelet kind of cooking type.
Yeah, he does. Apparently,
Yeah.
basil and tomato.
Was this after he got fired, though?
This is after he got fired. This is just on after Ellen cracked her car on Thursday.
Okay,
Wednesday,
awesome.
Thursday.
And then my question to everybody though is how long? I mean, like, do you always have to accept an apology when somebody offers it?
You know what, Jamie? Great minds think alike. Because on our fabled 9 o'clock show, which I know you guys have been really enjoying,
Yeah. Who you got?
I said
no.
the topic is not about Tom and Brooke, but about apologies. And do you have to accept an apology?
Oh boy.
That's exactly
You and Sam.
Boy.
Yes.
Right there.
Right there.
Great.
I know we're
Terrific.
also psyched about that new My Network TV and those telenovelas premiering tonight with Bo
Fashion
Derek.
House or whatever.
Can't wait.
Okay, here are the reviews. If there's been some nationwide clamoring for a new network devoted to thunderously awful programming, I haven't heard it. Any network that has the hubris to put our name in the title, My Network TV, needs to do better than this. So
I wish
guess
I knew what you guys were talking about because I really
Channel
don't even know.
13 is going to
Because-
run these telenovelas, these Spanish soap operas, but they're going to be in English.
Monica, can
yeah,
you
they're
come
not.
here?
Yeah, Fashion House is one of them because they've done a lot of press on these.
Right,
really
and the other one's called
crappy-looking shows.
Desire.
Dude, I will watch these shows. Those women are hot. I
Do you
don't care.
watch Desire?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But have you seen the original
The new
Spanish version?
Novella, English novella.
Oh, all right. So it's like scantily clad, like chicks in English.
Yeah, and guys.
Are they overdubbing them, or are they just
No,
redoing
these are
them?
original performances, but they look really, really stiff. And then who, amongst all of us, is the biggest expert on pornography? I think that would be Stench.
I don't know. I've got your JamieWhite.com
Yeah.
right here.
She's the porn queen.
All right, well, then you know what, Jamie? I think you need to watch because I've only seen a couple clips, and I'm not a big porn person, but it's like, I think I recognize that girl.
Oh,
If they really
right.
wanted to, they gotta bring like somebody like Patti Manterola from some of the
Oh.
telemovies.
Oh, yeah, Patina.
Patti
You know,
Manterola.
I don't know about Patina.
Patty-
Also,
Riva, riva.
Patty Montero, who actually popped out on the morning news once.
Oh, you thought Patina.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
How you say el nip slip in Spanish?
La boobie
That's
salió
a
de la
conversation in
shirt.
English or Spanish that's hard to have with the people in the front office.
Now, let me ask you something. Is it that they didn't care about Mexican booby, just black booby?
I don't. This was pre-booby panic. I mean, if it had happened now, no, we were doing a thing with a mechanical bull, and she was wearing a tube top. And not that I, am a goody good, but I believe I said to somebody before it happened, this is not going to work.
That was good foresight there.
A little psychic stuff going on.
Very nice. Yeah, at least you saw the future.
Yes. Did anybody go to the movies this weekend?
I did.
Okay, what'd you see?
Invincible.
And?
It was pretty good. I knew the story going in, so it was all right.
All right, number 1 at the box office, second week in the row. Good for Marky Mark. People do seem to like it. Here's the overall thing.
Thank you, Monica, for your
Box office did fairly well, better than last summer. But of these top 10 movies, and I can go real fast: Pirates, Cars, X-Men, Da Vinci, Superman, Over the Hedge, Talladega, Click, Mission Impossible, Devil Wears Prada. Of those 10 movies, how many got quote-unquote good reviews?
2.
None.
Like, kind of none. 1, Devil Wears Prada, and that's basically it.
Wow.
Kind of none, so 1.
So 1.
Kind of none.
That's kind of almost done.
Yeah.
Well, that's 1, though. The answer would be 1.
The answer would be 1.
Is that all, Sam Rubin?
That's kind of it, but I think that's pretty good.
I think it was
Yay!
fantastic. I think it was the best one ever.
Ever.
Ever. All right,
Ever.
Sam Rubin, everybody.
Yay!
Jamie J.
9 o'clock hour, we have a big announcement. A
Yay!
big, super special announcement. Announcement.
Cool.
It is cool. It's bitchin'. It's bitchin'. Anyway, so that's coming up. What? Still bitchin's cool.
You almost fell out of that stool just now, didn't
No,
you?
I didn't. I'm having some problems.
You're having a rough day. You're falling out of stools. You got a big stain on your
I mean,
shirt.
like a big stupid stain, you guys. Like I have a white shirt on. It's like it says, "I'm special."
How did you do that?
I just totally missed my mouth and poured the entire Diet Coke down the front of me.
2 separate times, though.
I don't know. I think I'm exhausted, and I think I feel like I'm still like I got in the shower last night, and I felt like I was still on a boat. Like I'm totally rocking. I just can't stop. I'm like, whoa.
RVs are rocking.
Plus, they have these floating bars on the river. And you're just like,
yeah.
am I drunk or am I on
Wait.
the floating bar?
Like a boat that pulls up and makes you drinks you order from?
No, it's a bar that floats, Jack, and it's a really yucky old bar, and they tried to like put it all together. This wood that's
It's like
floating.
a barge kind of thing?
Yeah, and you get on it and you just don't.
But I mean, like somebody,
But
it's like
no,
a business.
because
You
it's
go
more-
on it and buy drinks?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's not like a barge. It's not that stable. It's like it's like
not that
It's
stable.
like a homemade barge,
like
what
a
it sounds
dock,
like.
a
you know what are those things that they put together and then they go down the river at Huck Finn's kind of thing?
oh, like a log, like tied
It's
together.
It's like a log bar.
okay.
Because
That's
how
not safe.
That's how unstable it is. You're like,
Wow.
whoa, and the middle kind of goes up, and the bar has to separate
That's fun.
with the waves.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes you sick.
I can imagine. Bad place to drink.
And then everybody staples dollars. You know those kinds of bars y'all have been to that everybody staples dollars and writes on?
Oh, right.
I always wonder, why doesn't somebody go in there and rip it off?
I'm sure they do at the end of the summer.
You know, like, don't you always wonder where, like, you know, I don't know. I think I'm like, over those theme bars too, where they cut your tie and they put it up, and
right.
you know, and
I got a restaurant I go to where everybody puts up Polaroids of themselves, like, and they bring them in from vacation or whatever,
Yeah.
and post them all
I
over
might
the
be
restaurant.
over it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
I
don't
don't even know where one is anymore. You know, I know residuals, but that's how
wow.
out of the loop I am, I guess.
Well, I also know I'm out of the loop, Jack, because I realized this weekend when I was on vacation, women speak about their breast implants as if they're pets.
And they are.
I'm not kidding, because I don't have breast implants, and I'm probably the only one in Havasu that did not have breast implants.
Right.
In fact, I know I am. I didn't see one woman without breast implants. They all have them. It's just a thing, and they all have them. So they, my girlfriend Holly and Marnie and all of us were, and some girl named Vicky. I got stories about that bitch.
Go, Vicky.
And by the way, my fiance is convinced that every woman named Vicky has huge breast implants because every woman he met, her name was Vicky, and she had big boobs.
Okay, I like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So they all are sitting there, and they're like, "So, how old are your boobs?" And
Oh,
she's
that's
like,
weird.
"Oh, mine are like, 4 years old." And then she's like, "Oh, Marnie, how old were your boobs?" "Oh, well, this is my second set, so like mine are 2 years old." And they talk about them like I
Pets,
can't
yeah.
explain.
You're right, like pets or like kids.
I'm like, my boobs are 37.
Okay, dumb question. Why do they have to replace them?
I don't know. I didn't get into the details.
I thought they were like a long-term thing.
I think that
I
they
think
get
they're like,
hard.
They're like cars. You get the upgraded model every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Because then they silicone was okay to go back to, I guess.
Oh,
So
yeah.
everybody wants the silicone model because they're squishy.
Gotta have
And I
squishy.
think that like whatever that stuff is, like plaque or whatever, gets all around them and makes them hard. Like thus the word knockers.
Right.
Wow. I think I'd like hard boobs.
Well, because it's always my thing about how you guys don't like boobs, but then you
We
guys
like 'em.
always gravitate towards the women with the fake boobs.
Yeah. Like magnets.
Okay,
Yeah.
but some of those fake ones are ridiculous too. The kind where they hang down and you can see the implant in them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
or they're
Those-
so separated.
Yeah, they're gross. Those
Yeah,
ones.
they're like over here and over here.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they
yeah.
all talk about them like they're nothing. Like they gave years and dates and times, like childbirth.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
that
weird.
is
Yeah,
kinda
and how
fun.
many cc's?
Oh.
They compared cc's, which I thought was weird. I'm just sitting there. I was like so not cool, and I was out of the
Right.
fake boob loop.
I
And
would
then
be
they
proud.
asked me, no,
you should
Jack,
have been proud.
They didn't. They said, "Why didn't you ever get him? I can't believe that you live in L.A. and you didn't get him."
Now my Jamie would throw it in their face.
Yeah.
I did it out of respect for my mom.
I
and
did
then,
say
oh,
that.
good, you shut them
Yeah,
down.
I
And then
did
they
say
just
that.
sit there and
Then
so
they're
anybody
like,
want another
"Oh."
drink?
I go, it'd be kind of rude when my mom was dying of breast cancer and both of hers were hacked off to walk into the hospital going, "I know yours are gone, but look at mine."
I got enough for both of us.
Yeah, so it seemed kind
Yeah,
of rude.
that's
Nice.
bad.
Yeah. Like, I don't think you get big old nut implants if your friend is dying of testicular cancer.
I would.
Hey, I know your nut got hacked off, but look at these.
These things are huge like
Yeah,
a bull.
I know you haven't got any, and all you got are big scars across your, whatever down there, but oh, yeah. And so then my future brother-in-law, he claims it's women's fault that they look. Because women serve them up on platters and they're right in your face. And I said, that's funny. How tall are you? Because to me, they're not right in your face. unless you're a
Oh, he
midget.
does have
Okay.
a point though. When anybody
Yeah.
I know who gets breast implants starts wearing open shirts,
Tank
and
top
low
girl
cut-
all of
yeah.
a sudden.
Yeah, but they're not in your face, technically.
Okay,
No,
but
they're
when you're
just more
when you're
exposed.
not wearing a bra or you're wearing one of those like real thin bras that everything kind of shows through. You want people to look at them. You're wearing the wife beater tank top and they're hanging out everywhere you go.
They're like face level, and unless you're about 3 foot something or 4
when they
foot.
get that big, I think they have a gravitational pull that they just suck our heads down. So they kind of like, whoa.
Okie dokie, in case you're wondering what all we've been talking about on this day back from Labor Day, obviously Steve Irwin dying, Katie Couric starting today, Rosie O'Donnell just hours away, Labor Day incidents, women who think their implants are like their pet, don't tell your wife you have rats, and finally, Jack was seen at Walmart.
Yay. All right.
Yay! Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi,
Good.
we're good. We got lots on the plate, including I saw Jack at Walmart.
Yes, I did.
And when was this?
You had a great weekend.
It was so funny because I never go to Walmart, and I decided to go to Walmart that night, and I went, and I'm walking up and down the aisles, and I see this guy, and I'm thinking, he looks familiar. So then I walk back, and all of a sudden my daughter runs into his cart, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, and like I didn't know what to say.
I remember you, and I said no big deal.
I'm like, oh my God, it's Jack, and I started freaking out.
You know
and
what?
I'm talking to my 2-year-old, and I'm like telling my 2-year-old, oh my God, that's Jack. I just saw Jack, and like, it was so funny. Oh my God.
You picked a good day to have a kid running around wild because I was so done with my kid by the time that shopping journey was over.
You
that
didn't have a
no,
good experience with
I
a 2-year-old?
screaming.
I heard her. It was so funny. I was like, oh my God. I was like, freaking
Did you hear
out.
her screaming, my berries are dirty? Because I wouldn't let her eat the grapes in the store because I wanted to wash them because you hear all those stories.
Well, yeah.
So I go, no, Lucy, the grapes are dirty. And she freaks out. She was so exhausted. She's screaming, my berries are dirty.
That sounds almost dirty,
all
Jack.
through Walmart. And I'm just like, oh my God.
My berries are dirty.
That was so funny. I was looking for corn dogs at that time.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Corn dogs, they have them at Walmart now. It's crazy. They have
have
them
a lot.
groceries. Yeah.
Full service.
So you had a freaking out 2-year-old, and Jack it was like you guys were meant to meet. Like your carts met together like Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man at the end of that one thing.
Well, she was running around his cart and like almost hit him in his cart. It was so funny because she was just going crazy at that time. So I was like, oh, great.
I've decided there are things that you shouldn't teach kids about. And one of the things that you shouldn't teach kids about is that stupid oversized cart that they can steer.
Let me tell you about that cart. Not the one, okay.
Because then they want it.
At Walmart and at Target in Santa Clarita, they don't have
race car?
They don't have the race car. They have the one that has an extended seat in the back that my kid likes. You know, like
Right.
it has 2 seats for
limo.
The limo. The problem is you can't steer that thing through the aisles. It doesn't turn. And I get so mad, and my wife is like, well, why do you do that then? Why do you get it for her? But she loves it. But by the time I'm done shopping, I'm so angry because you can't turn and you run into everybody.
Yeah, I'm never going to show my kid the
don't do it.
joys
You're
of that
smart.
big yellow bus.
Or the mini
You're
cart.
smart.
Yeah.
Because the mini cart, they run over your ankles
Yeah.
constantly.
He will never have any concept of any of those.
You're
I
good.
will hide them.
You're a good mom.
Smarter than us.
Yeah.
Because then they just demand them.
Yep.
And then they flip out if they're not available. It's all mean.
Oh, yeah, my kid tried to steal one from another lady because they didn't have any when we got one. And she saw one and jumped in at this poor lady's cart.
Hey, Vanessa, we're going to give you the I Saw Jack prize. What is it?
It's awesome prize, actually. A digital camcorder, plus you qualify to win a trip for 2 to Chicago to attend a taping of the Jerry Springer Show and a pair of tickets to see Jerry compete in ABC's Dancing with the Stars on September 26th.
Yeah, it's
Awesome,
called
thanks.
Spot Mr. Hine and win.
Yeah.
Spot the Heine and win.
Mystery Walmart shopper.
Hold on, Vanessa, okay?
Thanks. You guys are awesome.
Oh, no, you. Here's Gina. Hi, Gina.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, we played the See My Heine and win.
I've been home for forever, but this is important, the rat deal.
Oh, right.
good.
Don't tell it. Tell him not to tell his wife that they have
Don't
rats.
tell your wife, but you
Exactly.
got to take care of it. Go to the drugstore. They have these little things. They're like just a little plastic piece of something that you throw on the ground, and it's got this odor to it, and it attracts the rats, and then they go to it, and then they get stuck on it.
Oh, that's what I want.
And then you know for sure that you got the rats. And get a couple of them, because sometimes you have more rats than you realize.
Yeah, he thinks it's a lone piper.
Oh, this is a
You
big,
might have
aggressive, fat piper.
Yeah, but he's got friends.
Yeah.
I had one time, and I put that puppy down, and I had him that night.
Ah,
They worked great.
Yuck! But then their little feet, like they just sit there, like
and they
"Please."
flip around all spastic
Yeah,
and stuck
but
to it.
they're out of your house.
Oh, that's true. But God, do you? Ah, it's like stuck. You've seen it on the
Yes.
mice, but this is like a small cat.
Oh.
It's stuck
I
to the
know,
stuff.
but
You're right. It's like small cat.
it's the best way to get them. I guarantee you.
And then you pick him up with a shovel and put him in the trash can.
Oh,
He's
I
like,
can't
Yeah.
even stand it.
You
I
guys-
used the
Jamie,
shovel.
Oh.
hey, how's motherhood going? I got 3 kids, ages 4, 2, and 1. Are you enjoying it? You loving it?
Yeah, I don't know if I do it your way, but
Yeah, I'm 38 and I'm about reaching sanity here. You know,
2 and 1. You did not wait.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
4, 2, and 1. Yeah,
Right,
but we're
but-
done. 2 boys and a girl. We're done.
Oh, look, the precious little family.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was happy for a lot of single women. I'll tell you, I was happy for a lot of single women that came out in that report that said men over the age of 40 are more likely to have autistic kids. It said men over the age of 40 more likely to 6 times more likely to have kids with autism than and there was no proof that a woman's age affects autism at all, none at all. So this means, in my opinion, because there's been so much pressure for women and their biological clock and the stats of birth defects and all that stuff, that all you women that are dating somebody about 39 or older and they won't commit, they're totally gonna marry now. Because they're so worried. They don't, you don't want that age thing.
But the one thing where that will screw you now is like I'm already, I could be done having kids. My wife may want another child.
I'm talking about the men that won't commit.
But I've
this
given
will
her
make
the
them
40
commit.
cutoff because I don't want to have another child and be a 40-year-old, dad with a newborn again.
Right, but I'm not talking about the age thing. I'm talking about like a lot of people, especially in LA, have that 38-year-old man that won't commit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's time to pressure him
So what you explained to him, it was my tactic.
You're gonna have the.
You're gonna have a special kid unless we hurry up and get this done. And no man was like, oh well, okay. No man is that selfish.
Right.
That's the thing. Because
man.
finally, there's that burden on
It's like
men.
blackmail.
Well, yeah, but on women, there's always been that burden.
Yeah.
The birth defect rate goes up and up and up with our age, and then we're like, I gotta find somebody. Oh my god, oh my god. Well, now finally, it's on men. The birth defect, the autism, rate has gone up on men. No sign of any woman any age with the autism problem. It was all on men's sperm and the age of their sperm. So I'm like, yeah, for all my girlfriends, they're like dating somebody that won't commit. Just put
That's
this
true.
card in front of
If
them.
I had no kids at all right now and I'm 38, I would be looking.
See, finally, it's
Yeah,
on them.
That's true.
My God, finally. I'm just so happy for all you girls. All right, we are going to take phone calls about everything, anything. I know usually we don't do the free-for-all thing, but we're talking about incidents that happened to you over Labor Day weekend. We have a big announcement coming up at 9 a.m. Also, we realize that we're old because a lot of young people don't know who Little Richard is because they came in and said Little Richie.
Yeah. Alex, that little Richie guy.
Yeah, it's not. It's Little Richard, and it made us feel old. All right, all your phone calls.